guys, to yet another video. Today I'm going to show you how you can very easily install an incompatible application with your device. So as you can see over here that this ASUS clock is not compatible with my mobile phone. So now how can I get this running? So there are actually two methods which we can try over here, and there are two ways that the application is not compatible with our device. So the first one is that our device doesn't meet the minimum hardware or software requirements, and the second is that even though the application should work perfectly fine on the device, still it doesn't have the core framework which is required to open the application. For example, if I were to install a camera application, then I need it to be compatible with my chipset which is present on my device. But if I do not have the required chipset, then I cannot run it. So over here, if I scroll down a little bit, then I can see this apkmirror.com. So I will click over here and install the APK of the application which we want to download. So if I want the ASUS clock over here, so I'll come and search for the APK of the ASUS clock. So over here, as you can see that this website opens up and shows the different version of the application which are available. So the latest one is compatible with my device, so I'll click on install over here. Now it shows me the requirements which this APK requires to run. So over here the architecture says that no architecture is required. This means that you can run it on any chipset no matter what architecture it uses. And the second one shows the Android version which is required. Now the architecture and DPI are two things which you can't ignore. So over here I will just select this variant which I want to download, and I will now it will just show me a prompt. Okay, so now over here it is showing me side loading this APK may not work, so you need to root to install this. Now the root method is a separate one, so I'll be making another video on it, but this is a very convenient one and anybody can try it. So over here if I click on download APK, so it will show me a prompt over here on the bottom of my screen. So let's just wait for a while. Okay, so now it is showing me this, so I'll just click on download, and now it is downloading the application. So after the application is downloaded, I have two methods over here. The first is that I click on open file and install this regularly. Now there are chances that this may not work, so if you have enough time to spare, then you can always go with this method, and it is very easy also. But as you can see that it is showing app not installed. So all we need to do over here is that you need to go and search for this app cloner application. So as you can see that this is the current version, that is 2.2.2 which I am using. So there are actually higher version at the time of this video. There are actually versions going up till 2.6, but this is the only one which is compatible with my device. Now I will turn off my Wi-Fi so that it doesn't check for updates, because as soon as it updates then it stops running on my device, although you can go with the latest version. So after you have installed the application, you want to make sure that this button over here, that is the file button, is checked. Like as you can see that it is white right now, but if I were to press this, okay, so now if I would tap on this, then you can see that it's transparent again, and now it doesn't show me the options. So if I click it over here, then it adds this separate field known as APKs. So I'll click it over here and select from a file. So after I have done this, then I will locate the file which I have downloaded. So if I just scroll down a little bit, okay, so I can see that this com.asus desk clock, so this is the one which I want to install. So I'll select this, and as you can see that it is copying and processing the APK. So now what this will do is that it will tell the application that this is actually a cloned version, so it won't check for the framework, and if it's compatible with our hardware and software, then the application would run without any problems. So it would take a while over here depending upon how large the application is. So as you can see that it takes a little bit of time depending. Okay, so after this has done, all you can do is that you can browse over here, you can change the icon color, etc. if you wanted to go better with your theme or whatever, as you can see behind this. So after this has completed the signing application, it will ask that if you want to install the application or keep it later as a separate APK which you can export or do whatever you want with it. So I'll just simply click on install, and this time now there are a few things worth noting, that is that even if the application installed, then it still might not work on your device. because if like this is a clock application, so it doesn't have to do anything with the framework or the architecture of my processor. So this should work fine, but if I were to install a dialer or a camera application which requires interaction with my core hardware, then it shouldn't be working, even if it installs completely fine. So as you can see that the clock application is installing. Now I won't be pausing the recording so that you can see that. Okay guys, so now as you can see that the installation of the application is completed. So I will just click on this launch button and it should launch the application. So now as you can see that the application is working and is installed on my device. So guys, if you enjoyed watching my video and learned something new from it, then please be sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video and share it with your friends. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one.